And I'm going to have a little bit of some stuff a little different today when we get standing, but okay, so move that over there. All right, we're recording. We're good, I think. Okay, so we won't be here too long because I want to do a couple other things, but just for starters, we want to make sure that you're comfortable and relaxed and transitioning into our focused yoga breathing, not like as fast as possible, but we know what to do. We know that it's, our bodies are used to it, so we're slowing it down. We're trying to inhale, exhale just through the nose, trying to let the body just kind of open up a little bit here in a comfortable position. All right. As you're taking the breath in now, we want to feel it actually affect the upper body. So normally we kind of breathe right up here, maybe probably a little more rapidly. Now we're slowing it down. We're inhaling. We're going to feel the chest rise up. We're eventually going to involve the lungs all the way around, and the rib cage is going to move out. And we want to eventually get to the belly. And we want this to happen naturally. We're not going to force it to happen. But if you get into belly breathing pretty easily at this point, by all means, don't not go there, right? So inhale, feel that expansion all the way. Now use that exhalation to really let the tension go in the body. And just like whatever else is going to happen today, try to keep it out of your mind right now. So use your exhalation to kind of let the mind just sort of open up. Let the busy thoughts go. Stay focused on how the body's feeling. Trying to join our breath and our movement, which is what yoga means. So what we're trying to do is have our breath enhance our movements. So we're getting all the way to that belly breath, using those exhalations. Again, not going to be here for too long, but I want to give you time to do 3 to 4 more full deep breaths in. And then a nice slow exhale. And again, continue that breathing. You're going to be at your own pace. I'm going to be at my own pace. So if we don't match up the whole time, that's fine. You're just going to catch up when you can. And you can even stay longer in any part of the class that you like. All right, so stay focused on the breath now. If you're ready, you can bend the knees and kind of line the heels up. My knees aren't quite as bent as normal. You can see I still have my little knee brace on. I'm trying to be really, really conservative with it until I'm off for 2 weeks and I can really focus a little bit more on just not doing all the things that seem to aggravate it, like Zumba. So once the knees are bent, you want to kind of feel that you're lining up with those little bones in the center of the glutes. Spread your shoulders out and get the neck a little longer. And then the arms are just going to come right next to us. I'm going to check one more thing. I never remember. I'm pretty sure that my volume was super low on this, and maybe you weren't even hearing me. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hope that's okay. So, the inhale, exhale, couple more now that we're in our bent knees pose. Ooh, I'm sore. Okay. Now the next inhale, we're going to bring the upper body into it. Just the arms to start. We're going to reach them over the head. Inhale. We've done this 100 times or probably 1,000. Arms come back down to the mat as we exhale and hold them here. Do a breath cycle with the arms down. Inhale and exhale. And let's do that again. Next one, we move. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, bring the arms down. This breath, we don't move. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, bring them back down. And again, staying right here. And this last time, arms up, inhale. Exhale, bring the arms back down. And one more full breath with no movement. And now we're going on to moving with every breath, pretty much. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, bring the right knee in. Gentle little pull right here. Inhale, take the arms overhead. Exhale, left knee in. So let's alternate those knees to chest now, as we're starting to work on releasing into the back of the leg here. Work at your pace with your breathing. Do a couple more. This is our last time right and left. Again, catch up if you need to, or you can, do another one or two. But we are going to move on to the right leg only. So we bring the arms over the head on the inhale. We bring that knee in on the exhale. We're going to gently pull that leg a little closer in. Remember, you can always open a bit to the side, get that inner thigh in there if you need to. Some people have a little bit of too much tightness here to bring it too far in, but kind of opening it might give you a little bit more range of motion. But right away, we're just going to extend the leg, and let's go right into the foot, flex and point a few times. And then we're going to circle the ankle. And again, all stuff that we do all the time, don't even have to think about it. So focus on the breathing again. Obviously, we can't breathe in and out with every little movement here. The foot's moving pretty quickly, circle both ways. But still, focus in, take that breath in. Slow exhale. Now we've worked the foot and ankle a little bit more, and then just extend. Just take the hands somewhere either kind of right above or below the knee, and just see if you can just get into an easy hamstring stretch without anything real extra here. Keeping the hips down on the mat. I can hear something dinging. I don't think it's my computer. I don't know. I hope you guys aren't hearing that dinging. Okay, bring the foot down. Settle in again to that bent knees position and take a breath in and out. Moving on left. Inhale, arms over the head. Exhale, left knee in. Again, give it a little bit of time to pull in. Also, you can add that going off center or going out a little bit, getting into the inner thigh if that helps you. All right, and then we're going to extend the foot and work the foot by flexing and pointing. I've been having like a little tightness in my heel. I don't know what's going on with that. Again, always pay attention when your body gives you those little hints that something's not right. It's telling you that it needs a little bit more work there. Circle the ankle. And circle both ways. And then a little extension, hands not going too far down, but just trying to kind of do a little check-in with that hamstring. All right, bring the foot back down, open the arms out a little bit. We're once again lined up in our bent knees pose. Take a breath in. On the exhale, let the knees drop right. Don't keep them together. We got the feet separate, parallel. Inhale, knees up. Exhale, go left. Inhale, up. We're just doing a breath per movement. And what really happens here, what I like is that I feel it on the outsides of my hips, up in the back, kind of high up into the lower back. I feel this all through my shoulders. So just go right and left a few times. All right. And then come back to the middle. And once again, we're on our bent knees pose. Arms alongside. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, pull the right knee in. Keep the right knee in and stretch your left leg all the way out. So this allows the front of the left hip to lengthen. And we talked about how short these muscles are in the front, the hip flexor, because we sit a lot. I'm just doing this in a very general term. And those muscles get short and tight. So sometimes stretching out that leg, it takes a minute for the muscle to let you do that. All right, now keep that left leg extended. Open the right arm as you inhale. Exhale, pull that right knee across. Don't go so far that the arm comes up. We want the arm and shoulder to remain here, and then take that knee across. Just a nice little easy twist. And inhale, come onto your back. both knees into the chest. Roll the back a little bit. Now we'll keep the left leg in, stretch the right leg out, same thing. Notice if it takes it a moment, if it feels a little tight and doesn't feel like it's stretching yet, don't go into your twist until you feel it lengthen. Then when you're ready, on the inhale, we take the right hand to the left knee, we open the left arm at the same time. We exhale and twist and pull that knee across. All right. Now as you come onto the back, once again, knees into the chest, roll the back a little bit. Now you can rock yourself up to hands and knees, or if you want to just roll on over, you can join that way. We're going to get onto hands and knees pretty quickly. We're going to go through cat and cow, of course, and then we're going to add in that happy dog, kind of working the side of the body or the spine. So remember on this, when we're doing that happy dog, when we're swinging our hips one way or the other, we're trying to have our spine curve more like a parentheses. All right, so start out straight spine, hands and knees, everything aligned. Take a breath in, get it into the belly. On the exhale, cat pose, arch up, let the head drop. Inhale, cow pose. We're going to the belly again, but we're adding a little bit of a lift. And you can get into this cow and cat gradually if your spine needs a little bit more warm-up time. Exhaling cat. Inhaling cow. Exhaling cat. Inhaling cow. So go through those about 3 to 4 more times at your own pace. You want to feel like that spine is warming up, getting longer. The movement is feeling a little bit easier. All right. And then come back to the straight back. Now, if your hands get tired, feel free to come up and circle the wrist a little bit. Take a breath in here. On the exhale, go right. So push your hips right, look toward the right side or the right shoulder. Inhale, straighten it out to the middle. Exhale, go to the left. And inhale. So we're not as concerned about keeping everything aligned because we're trying to really get this movement going. Inhale, middle. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, middle. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, middle. Go right and left one last time. All right, come back to the middle. Inhale, exhale into puppy pose. So we're just going to stretch our arms forward. Keep your hips right over your knees and let that upper body just melt down onto the mat. Maybe getting your forehead down. You can also get a cushion, a little towel or something if you don't quite get down there. And remember, we always have our options of doing one arm extended and then the other if you can't, if both your shoulders at the same time aren't really comfortable that way. So again, forehead is down. I don't let my hips move back, not into child's pose yet. This is all for the upper body. You can feel this like right in the armpits as they attach into the chest. Whew. Amazing how just a little bit of movement you can get so warmed up. I was so cold this morning. Okay. So gradually come out of that puppy pose. I want you to inch by inch, scoot those hands back, and then come into your easy child's pose here. Now we're going to do our little shorter downward dog before we get into our full downward dog. So I want you to approach it from hands and knees. So hang out in child's pose, take that little rest. And then when you're ready to come into that short dog, I want you to come to hands and knees once again and tuck your toes under right here and then just lift your hips up and back. Stretch back. So again, it's a little bit shorter dog. Normally our hands might be about 8 to 12 inches further out. But this one, you can probably get your heels almost to the mat or maybe on the mat. And I want you to really work that lower chain. What does that mean? Lower chain, that is like from the knee down into the heel and the foot, right? Because the muscles are all connected together. I don't think there's a single muscle that works completely on its own. So this allows you to work a little deeper through the back of the leg. We're not as concerned about our upper body alignment as we would be in a full downward dog. This is all about kind of lengthening, warming up. So pedal the feet a lot. And then as they start to feel warmer, they can handle more, you can hold that heel down more and hold the other heel down. Move the head gently, kind of circle the head clockwise and then counterclockwise. And again, what we're doing is kind of just loosening the neck up a little bit. But we also want to feel the difference when we then take a breath in, and on the exhale, just let the head hang. Try to not move it. Let your neck lengthen. All right, come back to hands and knees. We're going to do one more thing here before we move on. As always, if your hands or wrists mostly are feeling it, take a break, let them circle a little bit. Opposite arm and leg balance. Whenever you're ready, one arm up, opposite leg. You're going to inhale, lifting. You're going to exhale, lowering. Inhale, lift it up. We're not going for height, we're going for length here. And exhale, lower. Then pull tight through the middle. We don't want to have any wobbling happening here. Let's go a few more. Let's go right and left last time. All right, take a breath in and out. Tuck the toes under. Come back to downward dog. We're in our short dog again. Walk it back. Walk the hands to the feet. Hang here, grab your elbows. Let the spine just start to lengthen. You can move a little bit side to side. All right, and roll it on up. All right, so before we get into some big flows here, I want to do a little bit more warm up for the upper body today. Sides, all of that. Find your mountain pose. Take a quick glance at the feet. You know when they're right. Try to tighten up through the front of the legs. Open the chest, stand tall. Inhale, bring the arms up. How does that feel today? Exhale, float them back down alongside the body. So remember, they're never stiff here. A little bit of soft energy. Palms are very slightly forward. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, open those arms back down. Inhale, take the arms back up. Leave them up. Exhale, just press your shoulders down. Inhale, stretch one arm a little further. Exhale, even it back out to the middle. Inhale, other side up. Exhale, even it out. So you can increase as we continue that stretch going beyond just right here under the shoulders. All right, you can, as you press the fingertips up, we don't want to go over as much as we want to go up and let the body go sideways a little bit. And if you really press the same foot down firmly, you're going to feel a little bit more involvement of the whole side. Sorry, we're right here. Other side. So you're always evening it out on the exhale. We're inhale, stretching. Exhale, even it out. Inhale, stretching. Exhale, even it out. Now this time, inhale up. Bring this other hand to the side of your hip or leg for a little support. I want you to go up and now go over. And you can allow the hips to push out a little bit to the side. Now when you come up, very gently, take those fingertips to the side of the head. Press this hand down. Gently pull over. Now, if you know you've got some neck sensitivity, you can opt to do it without any extra involvement from that other hand. All right, bring the arms down alongside. Find that mountain pose. Roll your shoulders back a couple times. And now we'll do the other side. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, other hand comes to the side of the hip or leg. Reach up and over. Really feel that. Oh, I just felt a little pop in the back. Keep stretching. Keep those fingertips. They're not going sideways. They're going up. Kind of to that opposite corner. And as you come up, same thing, little gentle stretch here. And then you might take the head away or the hand away and you might not see much difference. So maybe you're able to achieve that without that outside involvement. Totally up to you. And back up. All right, back to mountain pose. Now, chin onto the chest. Exhale. Inhale, lift the chin to center and then up a little bit. So I'm not looking up so much that the back of my neck shortens. I'm just lifting the chin, kind of looking into the distance. Exhale, chin down. Inhale, center or a little higher. 2 more times. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Now, exhale, down again. Now, this time, inhale, bring it to the right shoulder. Exhale takes you back to your chest. Inhale, other shoulder. Exhale, back down. Do that a couple times. Right to left, left to right, whatever pattern you're doing. All right. One more time each way. I'm going to open my window. I can't believe I'm getting so warm. I need to do that, but all right. Now, if you're not quite at the top of your mat, maybe you were facing me in a different way, you're going to go ahead and go to the top. We're going to start rolling down into some forward bends, easing into some salutations, right, to kind of warm up the rest of the body. How we doing? I'm going to have to keep my eye on the time and remember we didn't start until 9:30. So usually I get to like 10 till 10 and I'm like, oh, time to finish. Okay, here we go. Find that beautiful, strong mountain pose. Take a breath in and out. Next, inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, we're going to roll it down. So I want your palms to come to your heart. I want you to follow them down to the floor. Have your blocks ready if you like them there. Now come up halfway. Inhale, lengthen that spine. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, roll it back up. Take your time. Your head is going to be the last thing up. Once your eyes are forward, roll those shoulders back. Bring the hands together. Hands to your heart. And back to your mountain pose. All right, let's do that one more time, exactly the same. Inhale, get a little taller. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the back. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, roll it back up. Arms come over the head and back to mountain pose. Continue with that. If your back is feeling it today, you really want to ease into everything. If you want to go with me to the next level, we're going to go into a little bit of a dive and we're going to get into some of our warrior work or, planking and all of that. You know what it is, right? Okay, here we go. One more full breath here, getting ready for some movement. Inhale, take the arms up, rolling down or diving. You're going to lead with your heart like it's pulling out. And eventually we come down. Inhale, halfway lift. Now I want you to pause here. Stay focused on your breathing. Keep that belly engaged. Can you take the arms and reach back? If anything collapses, your body's saying, not ready for that today. So you're going to always use some kind of support, but we still really focus on that straight back. So wherever you are here, I want you to take another breath in. Exhale, dive into that forward bend. Hands are going to come to the mat. And I want you to walk into your plank, however many steps it takes you to get there. And then you can even bring the knees down and modify that plank right here. So the straight body from shoulders to knees is important. If you add the full plank, you just want to have that straight body from shoulders to heels. Either one. Now inhale, lift the heart a little higher. Exhale, slowly come down. Pull the belly as tight as you can. Baby cobra. Inhale, forehead up, just the chest up a little bit. Exhale, child's pose. Keep those arms forward. We're ready for our full downward dog now. Tuck the toes under, full downward dog. Whenever you're ready. Feel like someone is hooked into the front of your hips and they are pulling your hips up and back, lengthening the side body. Feel like you're pressing out of the mat. You don't want to feel like your weight is going into the hands. You're pressing out and engaging all the way up through those arms into the shoulders. Slowly walk your feet back to that forward bend. And hang here, grab your opposite elbows. You can roll up from here or reverse dive. Inhale, bring the arms out and up, hands together, back to the heart. We're going again. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Now we're practicing this a lot because we're going to work on some balancing here later. So again, take the arms and reach back if you can. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward bend. Step back into your plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Maybe you're ready to lift a little higher. Exhale, child's pose. Come into that downward dog. Now, from downward dog, you can stay here. Work on that downward dog. If you're feeling like you're ready for a little bit more, I want you to lift your right foot up. Push the leg straight back. You can lift higher, but I don't want you to change anything with the hip alignment. Slowly bring that leg back down. Inhale, exhale. Left leg up, same thing. We're lifting it to kind of like parallel to the ground or higher, but not changing anything in those hips. Bring that foot back down. Inhale, exhale. Let's go through that flow again. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Keep the hips back. Take both hands to the right edge of the mat. This left arm is coming further, and we're really stretching more around the shoulder, into the ribs. Walk both hands the other way. Now try to keep the hips back. I'm still kind of babying that knee, so I'm not really getting too much into it, but do as much as you can. Right hand now moving further than the left. Engaging that whole right side under the arm, into the side body, into the ribs. Back to downward dog. All right, walk your feet back to the front. Come back to your forward bend. Inhale, roll it up or reverse dive up. Hand to the heart. Come back to mountain pose. All right, have your blocks ready, or maybe move over to the wall for a moment, because what we're going to work on is when we come into our balancing warrior, but we'll do it supported at first. So I want you to, if you want to have, be next to a wall, you're going to want to set up like you're in mountain pose. So you don't want your foot too close to the wall, like touching it, right? You need some room for the body. But we're not going to open it up yet to that balancing half moon. But sometimes it's nice to have just a little bit of support here. Now, I have seen it done before. I hate to give you my backside, but I've seen it done before where they come to, you can have your hands on the wall in front of you, but just try to be as far back as you can so your arms aren't bent on that. We would want them lengthened, just like we would do it without support. So wherever you want to be. And if you're going to do it with a wall, remember you're going to have to turn to the other side for the other wall. So I'm going to stay here. I'm going to use my blocks. Find that mountain pose. Take a breath in and out. All right, inhale, get tall. We want to come into it the same way every time. Exhale, forward bend. We want to go through each step. It's like a little building block series. Inhale, come halfway up, halfway lift. Now, you don't want to have so much weight in the hands that you feel that body weight shift forward. You need to work a little bit to stay balanced on this support leg. So the hips and heels line up. Pull that belly as tight as you've ever pulled it before. Now inhale, halfway lift. Make sure everything's working here. We're just going to take one leg up. Hip level or lower. Not higher, not twisted. Now here I can play around, seeing how it feels if I take one hand up or the other, or maybe both for a moment. Bring the foot down. If you're ready to go to the other side immediately, you can. If you're not, you can either come up, get your head above your heart, or you can hang in your forward bend and relax, and then do the other side. Inhale, halfway lift. Get everything tight. When you're ready, the other leg comes up. Same thing. My toes are still pointing down. You feel that hip lifting up, try to square it off. Same thing, play around with it. See how it feels. Slowly bring the leg back down. Hang in your forward bend and then roll it up. Even if you have been doing that swan dive Sometimes when we're using those core muscles a little bit more, give it that quick little break to roll back up. One other thing I want you to try, and again, because we're going to take advantage of the fact that you might be using a wall, or you might have a wall in front of you. We're going to step from our mountain pose and see where we get, how far we can go into that. Sometimes it's called balancing warrior, sometimes it's called warrior 3. So let me show you. I'm just going to show you if I have the wall here. We can't open our arms if we're by the wall, so we're going to bring them up. I'm going to go into my forward bend, just kind of softening my elbows. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. Whoops. Erase, rewind, arms up. Now my outside leg, I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to keep one hand against the wall. I want to bring the back leg up as I let the upper body go forward. Now I try to keep my upper body straight. I don't go rounded at all. But this is like, what is it called? Like when you see the little bird that goes into the water, the little kid's toy. I have to bring the back leg up higher in order to let the body go lower. So maybe you have your blocks here. Maybe you're using the wall. But just try it from standing. Start by bringing the heel up and then just let the body move forward and you're going to feel the leg can come up a little more easily. Maybe that might work for you. I'm going to come back and do it here. If you're at the wall, I want you to give one leg a try, come back up and give the other leg a try. I want to see what happens out here on the mat today. All right, so same thing. If I'm away from the wall, whatever, I'm going to bring one foot up. The body starts to move forward. I have my blocks ready for me. But if the balance is working, I might extend the arms in any direction away from my body. All right, give that a try. And, you know, the goal is to try to come back up. The same thing, body coming up, leg coming down. If you wiggle wobble a little bit, that's okay. You might even need to bring the hands down and roll it up. And then whenever you're ready, don't just go right into the other side. Reset. Find your mountain pose again. Take a breath in and out. Arms come up, inhale. Start to shift the leg back, the body forward. Maybe you're on the other side, maybe you're on the wall. Try to find that point that you approached earlier, coming from your halfway lift and then adding a leg. This time we've just gotten there from upright, and same thing. Try to go slowly and come back up. Even if you feel a lot of wiggling and shifting happening, don't shy away from attempting it, because our bodies need to struggle sometimes to learn something new, right? Our muscles need to learn how to do it. They're not going to do it great right at first, maybe, but you need to make yourself do it a little bit, make it hard sometimes, and then know that you can do it again. You might even do it again a second time here and see an improvement. I have seen that quite often when I'm working with just one person, and I have them do something a couple of times and they hate it and they struggle the first time, and then they do it again. They're like, oh, so just let's do it one more time and then we'll move on, okay? Whenever you're ready, bring those arms up. Start to bring one leg up. Maybe bringing the hands closer would make you feel more balanced. You can play around and do it however you like. I've even got the wall right here. I can kind of touch it with my fingertips. And I'm going to slowly come back up. We're not even opening it up to balancing or to half moon today. We're just staying right here. Everything facing forward. Try the other leg if you're ready. And then coming back up. Hope you found a little bit of improvement there. Maybe it was very, very challenging. You're ready, you're glad to be done. That's okay too. Come on back. We're going to move back into that vinyasa. We're going to do some warrior work. Nothing real complicated today. All right. Since we're going to be going into some warrior work, if you know that you like having blocks alongside you when you're getting into those side opening poses, go ahead and grab them. Just have them nearby so you don't have to struggle if you do need them. Here we go. Full mountain pose. Take a breath or two. Settle in. Clear your mind of everything you've worked on so far. Okay? All right, next inhale, bring those arms up. Exhale, dive over. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward bend. Stepping into our plank at this point. Inhaling as we get there. Exhaling, lower. Now inhale, cobra, or if you're ready to go into upward dog, bring those hands back a little bit. Lift those hips up. You can go through child's pose or right into downward dog. Lengthen it back out. All right, now I'm going to tell you ahead of time so you can kind of prepare how you're going to get there. And if you want to go from hands and knees, or you need to step up or be upright today to approach all your warriors, then that's fine too. Excuse me. Okay, we're going to come to our high lunge right away. I want you to step your right foot near that right hand. This back foot, you've brought the heel up. You're coming upright. If you want to bring it in more, get balanced, and then play around with taking it further, that's fine too. Most important thing here, the front knee doesn't move to the center. Shoulders are back, so we're lengthening from that hip, and both of our knees are soft. Take the arms up, shoulders down. Take your eye line a little higher. If you even go into a little back bend here, that's fine. Remember to not pinch the back of your neck. Take a breath in and out. One more. Now prepare, inhale, exhale, open it up to warrior two right away. Look at the front back foot alignment, look over the right hand, engage, lengthen those arms. Side angle pose, lean in, left arm up, right hand can go to the block, we can extend it over. Open that left arm up, tuck it behind you, reach for your right hip and open that chest, look up. Next inhale brings you back to warrior two. Reverse warrior. Back to warrior two. Take a breath in and out. Now prepare. Inhale, come back to your high lunge again. So you gotta scoot that foot back out. They're no longer lined up. Take a breath in, tighten through the middle. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, warrior one. Take a breath in and out. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, cactus arms, lift your heart. Inhale, bring the arms back up. Exhale, downward dog, all the way down, however you can get there. I want you to stretch those hips up and back. Options, child's pose, take a rest if you need it. Vinyasa flow with me. Inhale into plank, going through this. Now, if you want to go halfway down, come right into that upward dog, or you can hang out in downward dog and do anything there. Come back to downward dog. Now I'm going to switch around real quick to get to the other side of my mat. We're going right into the left side. Take more of a break if you need it. All right. Another full breath here in downward dog. When you're ready, high lunge, left foot moving forward. Make your way up. Find your balance. Check that front knee. Make sure the hips are front. Add the arms when you're ready. Again, easy little back bend if you like. Take a breath in. Exhale, twist left. Right arm comes around to the front. Inhale back to the front. Exhale, open to warrior two. Get everything lined up. Everything's open to the side, and then we're gonna look to the front hand. Side angle pose. Regular, extended. Back to warrior two. Reverse warrior. Oh, I forgot something, sorry. Go back to your side angle, whoops. Now open that right arm behind you, kind of tuck it inside that hip crease, and then open the chest, pull that shoulder back and look up. Didn't want to forget that. Now come back up to warrior two, and go into reverse warrior, left arm up and back. Back to warrior two, inhale, exhale. Inhale back to your high lunge. Come back to warrior one, or come to warrior one. It's our first time on the left. Little back bend if you like. Take a breath in. Exhale, cactus arms, lift your heart. Inhale, bring the arms back up. Exhale all the way down to downward dog. I'm going to scoot back over here. That's kind of it for today. We're done. We're not done. That's it for the warrior work. So walk those feet back to the front of your mat. Come to your forward bend. I want you to hang here. Maybe you want to grab onto those toes and pull yourself down. Maybe you want to step into the palms of your hands and try that gorilla pose. I love this one. Love how it feels on the hands. I feel like it really engages up into the glutes a lot more than just hanging here. How are we doing here? Okay. Now we're going to roll up when we come up. I want you to let the knees bend just a little bit. You're going to pull that belly tighter. Roll on up. Arms out and up. Bring your hands to your heart. And find that mountain pose. All right, guys. Let's approach the balancing warrior one last time from our forward bend, just to give that body a lot of practice today, a lot of muscle memory happening. And then we're going to move on and do a little bit of sitting and strength work there. So bring your blocks forward again. And we won't be there for too long. We're just, again, kind of giving the body one more chance to sort of like take that, almost like a picture of it, right? And remember, so start in mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive over. Inhale, halfway lift. Make sure that body is strong and straight. Take one leg up. Just hold that for a moment. Just feel how much energy you can put into that leg that's pressing away. Bring it back down. Check the body. Make sure you're still strong and straight. Other leg up. And bring that leg back down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward bend. Step back to your plank again. Go through this little vinyasa one last time. Finish in downward dog. Step your right foot forward, left knee comes down, kneeling lunge. Bring your blocks alongside you if they're not there. I want to do that little side stretch. So start out by getting balanced here. You're only going to need a block on the right side. Take your right fingertips to the block. Inhale, stretch that left arm up and over a little more. Come out of that, bring the right knee back, step the left foot forward, bring the block to the left hip. Arms up, find your balance here, kneeling lunge. Fingertips to the block on the left, inhale, reach up a little more, exhale, stretch over. Inhale, come back up, bring the left knee back, bring the right in line with the right knee. I'm not sure how this is going to work for me. I haven't done it in a while with the knee deal. We're going to try a modified camel, and then if you want to go into your full camel, go for it. You can use blocks. If you still have trouble getting it to the heels, I notice that it is more uncomfortable. I don't know why when my feet are flat or the tops of the feet are on the mat, so I'm going to tuck under here. Again, but use your blocks if you like it. Now we start out. The knees are parallel, just like the feet would be. We don't want them touching. They also can't be too wide apart. Take your fist, go below the lower back till you feel the back of the pelvis. It should feel like it's just a hard piece of bone. Now, pull the shoulders up and back, lift your heart. Think of bringing your elbows together behind you. Press the hips forward, gaze goes up. This is where you can ease into that camel pose if you're ready. It's not working for my knee today, so I'm going to stay here. Keep pressing forward and lifting up. Feel a nice stretch in front of the hip flexors? Feel like you can't do that too much. All right, slowly come out of it. Drop down onto the mat and stretch your legs in front of you. Get those sitting bones squarely under you. Legs are extended. Bring the arms up. Exhale, forward bend. Think of the body staying long and going forward. Get your hands somewhere. Inhale, lengthen the back again. Exhale, move forward a little more. We're easing into this. All right, come on out of that. Bring your hands right behind you. Palms are down and the fingers are pointing the same direction as our legs. We're going to bend. We're going to come into a tabletop, so feet are still parallel. Just bend the knees a little bit. If it's not quite right, you will fix it once you get up. All you're going to do is when you take a breath in, prepare. On the exhale, push the hands down, lift the hips up, lift the chest up. Take your gaze up. Your hands and shoulders should be lined up. Stay however long you want. Take a breath in at the top. Exhale, drop the hips. Now, we're not going to go into our forward bend again yet, because I want you to do it one more time. If that was more than your liking today, you can have the legs extended and just work on that chest expansion. Think about that. If this bridge was, or tabletop was just a little more than you want to do. So whenever you're ready, prepare the hands under the shoulders. Take that deep breath in and exhale and press up. Lift those hips up. Feel that stretch in the shoulders and the hips. Take a breath while you're up. Exhale, drop the hips. Stretch those legs out and walk your hands out into that forward bend. Inhale. Still always thinking about getting longer as we move forward. All right, let's come out of that. We're going to roll on down. Come on to your back. Once you have your head and shoulders and upper body on the mat, we're going to bring those knees in. Just hold them in for a minute. Feel your back just expanding, getting longer, getting wider, the whole thing pressing into the mat. Roll a little bit when you're ready. Okay, what time is it? Okay, we've got some time. Let's do a little bit longer series of twists. We're going to start with a single leg. Let's just bring the feet to the mat. Let's just get into that bent knees pose. Take a nice deep breath in. Big slow exhale through the nose. One more here. And then next inhale, bring the arms over the head. Exhale, pull the right knee into the chest. Extend the leg up. Extend the left leg out. So we've got both legs extended. Press the heels away. This would be very similar to when we're in our balancing warrior, right? So imagine if your arms were out or alongside the body and we were standing on this foot and this leg would be extended behind us. Remember that energy for a moment. Now take a breath in. Exhale, let that right knee bend. Inhale, take your left hand to the right knee. Exhale, twist, pull that knee across again. Open that right arm. You can even look toward the right if you like. I'm going to add one more little thing here. Take another breath or two here. And then I want you to roll your whole body onto your left side. Bring that arm under the head. Reach back and grab onto that right foot. Now you can let the bottom leg bend more at this point. It's going to be kind of keeping you from rolling forward or back. Just going to pull this heel up behind. Let that hip get a little bit more stretch. You're going to feel it from the top of the knee up into the hip. You can also grab from the back, whatever you like, but don't let the knee be up here. Want it parallel to the ground. All right, to come out of it, I want you to once again bring this knee onto the ground this time, not touching the leg. Extend your arms in front of your chest. Bring your palms together. Your head is off the mat for just a moment. Take a breath in. On the exhale, open. Bring the right arm all the way. Hopefully you've got room. You can get the back of the hand onto the floor. And now roll onto the back. Come in to thread the needle. So right foot's going to go across that knee. You can bring the left foot up or just stay here and give a little gentle help here by pressing the knee out. Okay, let's reset. Feet on the mat, both knees bent. Make sure everything's aligned. Now take a breath in and out. Next, inhale, bring the arms over the head. Exhale, bring the left knee in. And hold it wherever it's most comfortable for you. And then extend that left leg up. Always keeping the left hip on the mat. From here, letting the right leg stretch out. Now, energize. Press the heels away from you. So keeping the leg more at about lined up with the hip on the ground, rather than too far back here. Because we want to, again, imagine that we are in that balancing warrior. Whatever arm position you might choose, we're standing on our left foot, right? If that right leg was extended behind us. All right, take a breath in. Bend the left knee. Right hand goes to the knee. Exhale, twist, pull that left knee across. But right now, the left foot's kind of touching inside the right knee. You are going to have my back for a moment. Roll onto your back or on your side. Reach back and grab that left foot. Pull it up behind you, resting. Just using that right arm for a little pillow. Remember, bend the bottom leg more if you're feeling a bit of like you're kind of unsteady here. And then you're going to let this left knee drop on the floor. Extend the arms in front of your chest, palms together. And then on the next inhale, open and bring that left arm all the way back if you can. And then as you roll out of it, coming onto the back, left foot goes to the right knee. Right foot can come up or stay down. And a little assist here from the left hand on that stretch. All right, guys. Almost time. Let's do one more little twist with the legs together. I'm going to give you a couple of options here. We're going to do it twice, right and left. So you can either do the one with the feet apart like we did at the beginning of class. We can have our feet and knees touching right in the middle. If that's a little bit more than we want, but we want more than the first one, you're going to offset from the center, go left before you go right, and vice versa. The other option is bringing the feet all the way up, and this is going to be the deepest twist that you can get here. So think about what you've got 2 times to do it, so you can do 2 things if you want. You can even eventually do a crossover either way. All right, so I'm going to start with my feet off the mat. I'm going to open those arms. Take one more full breath here. Next one prepares us. Inhale, exhale, twist to the right, look to the left. Inhale, bring the knees up. Exhale, twist to the left, look to the right. And inhale, bring the knees back up. So here's your last one, right and left. Feel free to repeat something, try something different. I'm going to go back to the one we did at the beginning of class with my feet separated like they're in mountain pose. I really love the way that this hits the outside of my hips. So again, whatever you want to do, you're going to prepare first by inhaling. We're going to be longer. So earlier today we just did this in and out with a breath. We're going to inhale first, exhale, drop the knees, go right, hang out there for 3 more breaths. Next, inhale, bring the knees up. Exhale, drop to your left. And then starting 3 from now. And inhale, bring the knees back up. Let's hug them into the chest one last time. Let's get a happy baby in here real quick. We'll take the legs are, actually I don't think we even move the feet. So move the feet and ankles a little bit first. Flex and point, circle them around. Then take the hand, one hand per foot into your happy baby. All right, as you come out of that, bring the legs together. Slowly stretch them all the way out. Take your arms overhead. Take a deep breath in and stretch a little longer on that inhale. On the exhale, try to let everything relax at once. Keep those arms overhead, but you're going to let them bend a little bit. Let the hands kind of curl in. And a full breath while you're resting. Next one, inhale, stretch, hold. And exhale, relax. And again, slow breath in and out. And one more time, full body stretch. Exhale, relax. We're going to bring those arms slowly below the shoulders, not too close to the body. Turn them out, have the palms open. Separate the legs a little bit. See if you just kind of let the feet drop open. Focus just on breathing now. Use your exhalation to allow the body to relax more, feel as if it's getting a bit heavier, kind of sinking into your mat. We're still engaging all the way to the belly as we inhale. We're exhaling, releasing tension throughout the whole body. Take some time to scan through that. Also, don't forget about the mind. Try to keep it clear for just a minute or two. Just think to yourself, take the breath in. Exhale, think about letting go. All right, if you'd like to stay resting longer, please do. If you're ready to get moving. We want to start pretty slowly with a little bit of, kind of restoring our normal breathing. Just kind of inhale, exhale, don't think about it. Move the fingers a little bit and the toes. Get some movement going. You can move the hands and feet a little bit more as you start to feel ready. You can bring yourself up when you're ready. I'm going to say namaste. I'm going to come over to you and stop my recording.